Hey, 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 hey. What's going on, man? I know it's Wednesday. Just trying to get in. It's hard to compete against Monday Night Football. What we got out here, man? I know y'all checking in. Y'all tap in, man. Let me know where you at. Tap, tap, tap in. Look, man, I was gonna try to get on last night, but sheesh, Louise, man, that Tuesday was off the chain. Tuesday was, man, I'm telling you, man, that shit was live, man. We had a little we had a little makeshift sounds, sound, little competition and things, you know what I'm saying? Look, I won't come on at 5 and tell y'all, man, look, J Ford, he did me dirty. J Ford did me dirty. What's going on, Connie? What side of the country you on right now? Y'all check in, man. I know y'all out there, man. I can see them numbers. Y'all check in, man. I don't care if it's 1 or 100. Y'all check in, man. Let me know where you at. See, what's up, Erica? Hey, Erica. Look, man. I appreciate, man, Black really do appreciate the lunch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if y'all want to send us lunch, y'all want to bring us lunch, y'all can hit us up, man. 2201 Hanley Edaville Road, man. We accept lunch. That is a fact. And the lunch was good, Erica. Thank you. We just, we ate, man, and we was merry. You know what I'm saying? You know how you eat and you be merry. That's what we were. We were merry after we eat, after we ate. I can't see the comments. Let's see what's going on with this thing. Okay, there we go. Let me move this down. OG, what's going on, man? You forgot the desserts. Look, now we don't, the dessert would have been great, but we don't really need no dessert. You know what I'm saying? The lunch was awesome. I really do appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, man. You break at the bar. Hey, look now, don't spoil us now. Don't spoil us now. You know how it is when you go to dropping things off for people every day. What's going on, Kevin? Man, I heard you made it up this way. You ain't stopped by, man. I'm really kind of offended by that. I'm really kind of offended by that, man. You made it up this way and you didn't stop by. You got it. You supposed to leg yeah, Legacy Bike Works in the building. Man, if y'all need some bike work down in the what so Kevin, is it what I say, the Houston area? What's up, Ted? What's poppin', man? Look, y'all been show talking a lot of shit for the SOS, man. Y'all been talking a lot of shit for the SOS. You know what I'm saying? Ted, look, Ted, check this out, bro. South Houston and Manville, Texas. If y'all need any type of motorcycle customization work, hit up my boy Kevin Sockwell and Devin Sockwell at Legacy Bike Works, South Houston and Manville. What's up? What's up, love? Hey, love, man. Did you eat both of them hamburgers yesterday, bro? Or did you share? Can't find a bag of to sit next to, looking to push play with them. Say, look, hold up, Ted. Ted, let me hold up. I'm gonna fix this shit. Ted, you hold on 1 second, bro. Cause what I'm not gonna let you do is sit here and do this to my people. I'm not gonna do it. What? No, you just hold on. Uno momento. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. We gonna get this shit resolved right now. Oh shit, no, I don't want to do that. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, yeah, you just hold on, sir. Smitty, what's up, baby? What's up, Nancy? Look, hey, hold up, man. We gotta get some shit. I'm gonna get some shit straight real quick, man. I'm not for to let Ted. I'm not for to let Ted do this. Hold up. Let me find you, Ted. Hold up. Paste. Ted, you bang my line, man. You bang my line. We gon' see. We gonna see if we can't get some shit straight tonight. What's up, Travis? Don't know about the SOS, but got itself a flat track. Well, it's gonna be at the track. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be at the track. Smitty, you coming this year? Or you ain't gonna make it this year, man. It was really. It'll be a year since I seen you, bro. You might well slide through, man. Pull up, man. The SOS, they ain't going back. This the last stop. I thought this was the last stop on the tour, or it's always on the East Coast. We finna resolve this right now. Bang my hey, Ted, if you could call in, man, I sent you the link through Facebook, man. Oh damn, man, that's messed up. Bang my line, bro. I'm gonna let you come. We gonna talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because see what I'm tired of you slingshot riders. You know what I'm saying? And look, I really don't want to handle. I really don't want to handle you. You know what I'm saying? Without you being here. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want nobody to say I was talking about you, talk about you behind your back. What's up, Mr. Rosetta? SOS, the Team Money Cycles. You know what I'm saying? Sound off show. It's gonna be at the track in Ferris. I'm the grill messiah. I need that on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Hurricane Ian, yeah, man, it's messed up, man. Let's pray for all those folks out there dealing with that hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's pray for the old people, man. Make sure that they make it out. Man, Ted, don't hey Ted, man, y'all was talking a lot of shit. I seen the live, bro. I seen the live. What's up, Michelle? I seen the live on the SOS page. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was talking all that, man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing I know and two things I know for sure. When it comes to what a slingshot is and what a bagger is, I don't think that for whatever reason there's any comparison between the two. Now you can have certain levels, right? So we can talk about the certain levels between what a bagger is and what a slingshot is. Now I wanted to have somebody a slinger, come through. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. But for me personally, just like everybody else said, you know what I'm saying? It's got a car engine, but when it comes to the amount of space and the type of space that you can put, you know what I'm saying, on a bagger or on a slingshot. Now, I think that a lot of times they're very comparable when it comes to space. The same modifications you make to a motorcycle, you can make, with a slingshot. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, now what what we have to consider is weight, right? So you can add, 1,500 pounds of music to a slingshot. Okay, there go Ted. Hold on, Ted. I'm coming. Let's see. I gotta make sure. Hold on. Uh, Ted, can you hear me? Hold on. What's wrong? Uh, System audio. interviewer. Uh, let's see. All right, Ted, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Now, Ted, you one of my idols in this community. Let me start off by saying that hey man, it's a pleasure to know you. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about this monstrosity that you have. You know what I'm saying, of a bike? Because I heard that it's stupid. I heard it's stupid and people are afraid to sit next to you. But also,
You talking about Justin, not me.
well, I done heard Justin, so we ain't Justin slingshot. We ain't even talking about that. We talking about yours, because I heard that yours is kind of stupid too. So why do you want to line up against a bagger?
Well, anybody who pulls up next, I just want to have fun. That's it. I
Right.
just want to come out and
Yeah.
push play. That's
Right.
it.
So coming out, push and play, right? How
That's it.
much weight? How much weight you think you've added to your vehicle with music?
Shit, I don't know.
Look. So let's just say by happenstance you added, 1,200 pounds. Nah, well,
I,
that's a little stretch, but
I've added a couple of those disky hamburgers.
show enough. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. But so if the reason why I'm saying this is because I think that when you put a bagger and a slingshot together, there's similarities, but there's also a difference, right? So the difference being, you can add weight to your vehicle and still move. The more weight that we add to ours, we don't. It's not no longer rideable, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Even Justin's, with all the weight that he's added, yours is that's a rideable vehicle. That's highway ready. If we add the kind of weight that you guys add just to compete in the same sort of situation, in my opinion, it makes the bike unrideable for a fact. But my opinion based response to that is that's not a rideable motorcycle on the highway, and you guys can.
Nah, you got the heavyweight. I mean, the extreme motorcycles now. They can pull them in and out of a trailer, but they're not going to ride them out there. They can't turn. They can't go down the highway with them.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
your bike is considered a what? A middleweight or
it's a
lightweight?
middleweight.
Middleweight.
16 plus two.
16 plus. God, man, bro, I got 14 speakers on my motorcycle, but I wouldn't sit next to you because what you got right there is a 10 or 12.
212s.
Two, bro. I'm all me and you. We already ain't no competition, bro. So look, okay. So if you look at it like this, bro. If you look at it like this, Smitty, don't be like that. 1,500 pounds is doable on a slingshot. Stop the shit. That was Smitty telling me to stop the shit. But now, bro, all I'm saying is this. You got 4 12s, right? 4 12s. My bike only has 2 10s. I mean, I got some 8s and shit. But 4 12s, bro?
412s on the pod, on the fender pods.
Exactly. That's not even including what's in the back. Now, if I could line a motorcycle up with 4 12s just, in circumference, and then what else you got? Or do you mind telling me, or you want to keep it a secret?
Oh, I don't care. I'll show
Oh,
you.
okay, yeah. So we finna go. We finna do a walk around Ted Hernandez's. What's the name of your bike? Did he? He hung up on me. Ted, call me back, man. Oh man.
All right, I think when I switch the camera, I think it cleared out.
Yeah,
So I'll show you the back. I just got to watch what I show you here because
I
we got
understand.
slingshots here we can't show.
Yeah.
Let's
See,
see.
so those are your saddlebags. Then you got
Yep,
2 more 12s, right?
two more 12s.
Uh huh.
These are coaxials.
Right.
Show you the subs. So we got two 12-inch subs.
Man, look at the power on that thing, bro.
So we got two Euphoria 5Ks on each sub, one each voice coil.
Wow.
So you got one
So
over here
that's
too.
2 amps per one speaker.
Yeah,
So you
two.
got technically you got 10,000 watts on one speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right. There ain't nothing in the waterfall. It's got all
Right,
DSPs. These are
right.
my two DSPs in there.
Uh huh.
Um, that's it. That's all. It's
So
just a little
so
bitty
so
middleweight.
so middleweight is 612s. I got
Oh, I'm
six.
sorry. I'm sorry. I got a 10 up front too.
Bro, come on, man. Why is this even? Why is we even having this conversation, Ted? Come on, man. You first off, you said 16 plus two, right?
16 plus two.
16 plus two.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got another 10 in here in the armrest.
See, four tens, 6 12s. What? And those are tens or 12s in your boxes.
12s and
So you
12s in
got
the
eight,
subs.
12. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I look. I Marcus Hicks. Marcus Hicks. I wouldn't even advise you to take on Ted Hernandez, bro.
Why can't he take on? Okay, why could he do Justin there?
Hey, man, bro, Justin can't even beat Justin. Man, the sound coming off that goddamn slingshot, man. Hell no, bro. And no, come on, Ted. Let's be real. Let's be real. Why? Y'all done created this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? With these slingshots, man, and some of the shit that I've seen on these slingshots is crazy.
Oh, someone gets stupid. But
Oh, I see what the deal is. Now, don't make me call out the elephant in the back of the room.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
well, we're gonna keep playing dumb with each other. You know what I'm saying? Got you. That's a nice looking vehicle though, bro. I really
they're,
do like that. Man, look at
they're
the
$12.
airspace in them boxes. I almost called them saddlebags.
Now this one got 4.27.
Oh hell, bro! Do you realize that we got that with both saddlebags?
Dude, I've seen some of those. Y'all go 8 feet wide on some of those damn bikes. Y'all can pretty much put them on a trailer.
Man, no, bro. In order, bro, you cannot move. So you mean to tell me you don't know how much weight you? And see, Smitty called me crazy when I said 1,500 pounds.
I was probably more than 1,500, but who knows?
Well, I'm just saying, bro, I can't put 1,500 pounds on that motorcycle and compete with you and being able to ride it. There's no way, bro.
Nah, we're gonna have more cone space than you guys.
Yes, yes. So more cone space, more power. That means more sound, right? So are we basing this on how loud or SQ? Because I'll be honest with you, even you'd have to really mess up a tune to make 8 12s and 4 10s sound like shit. In my
And, you know,
honest opinion.
I got the best tuner over here in the world. I got Bradley over here.
No, cause I ain't over there. I'm the best tuner, bro. I'm just letting you know, man. I'm the best tuner when it comes to this. I just, I got to play low key, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to be low key because I don't want to be in the position where people don't want to talk to me because I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? So I just stick to burgers. I stick to burgers. T-
What's that
what
right
the
there?
fuck is that? A 12K or
That's a
8K?
12K. That's a
Ah,
12K.
damn, boy. What is you finna do with that? Say, man, Ted is
that's
over here high siding for real, y'all.
that's the sauce.
The secret sauce. He's
That's like
showing
if you,
y'all. Okay, Ted. This is what I see it as right now. You basically saying, beat me, pull up.
dude. That's the way we do it. I ain't got nothing to hide here. I show you everything on this slingshot. It don't matter to me. If you got more, then you just got more. I tip my hat. We go on about our business.
Man, Ted, you ain't playing, bro. Look, I heard about it, but I wasn't really for sure. But now seeing it, man, bro, that ain't no fucking way.
I
You
told Mo, I called Mo up. Mo won't play against me.
with them 6 12s?
Her, she
Oh,
got 412
yeah, four,
subs.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, she's got the 12s and the pods too, right? Or she got 10s.
I don't know what she got. She got a
Oh,
little bit of everything. I told
okay.
her if I can get close to her subs, she can't get close to my mids and highs.
So, but that's the okay. So look, check it out. In the situation of what you got with the airspace and everything, if you really think about it, what's up, Ricky Will? Man, we got number superstars in the building tonight. Look, so you mean so look, I, man, Ricky Will done popped in and I done lost my train of thought. I had a really good point I was trying to make, but look,
Where the baggers get us is staging. They can put everything's together. They can put them right in your face. They get more from using less. Now, obviously, we got more airspace. We can put them more. But listen, these bikes come a long way too.
yes, and I do. So Smitty was saying that at first it was like slingshot pull up, but now that y'all done caught up, now it's like, nah, we don't want to battle that. We don't want to do we don't want to make that kind of move. You know what I'm saying? Because now all of a sudden it's unfair. Now, let's keep in mind, bro, the bagger audio game ain't always been what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Keith Jakes? What's up, Nicole? Man, I appreciate that, Ricky, man. Hey, just let me know whenever you want to come on, man. I'll keep it PG for you, bro. I know you don't really do a whole lot of cussing. So, I can keep it PG for you, man, so we can keep your image flying straight. You know what I'm saying? But, Ted, check this out, man. So, like I was saying, Smitty was saying that now that the slingshots have caught up, now all of a sudden it's like, oh, the bikes don't want to put up. But the thing of it is, bro, just like you said, okay, yeah, you could compress the sound into a smaller situation and get a cleaner sound, like you said, with staging. But I don't believe in all actuality that a slingshot's staging is any different than a motorcycle, because at the end of the day you ain't no standing. You shouldn't judge a slingshot competition uh, within 6 feet.
No, these things get too loud, especially with the horns that they have on them. You got to step away from them. If you can do a featherweight, maybe a lightweight now, but once you
Right.
start moving up, you got to step back. Especially
What?
that crowd gets on you, it's
Right.
impossible to get that close.
Hold on, let me see what Smitty say. It's hard with the all of you. But I get it. But look, okay, so Smitty saying that all your music is about knee high. So basically, from your foot to your knee, you got a ton of power. If you throw speakers in the front grill,
The only thing I got are these 12s that are at my stomach, where my
okay.
stomach's.
So
That's it. That's
at
as tall as it goes.
okay. So but you got them on both sides or just one side.
Yeah, it's both sides.
So that changes the dynamic. Okay, so let me ask you this: why not angle them up as opposed to firing them out?
They got an angle on them.
Yeah, but it's on that man. That's probably a 25 or 30 degree angle. That ain't much. No, I'm
We
not
got a lot.
talking about those pods. I'm talking about the pods on the running boards. Them pods.
Yeah,
Why not angle them up at a 90 degree?
because I ain't really playing this thing for 3 feet. It's gonna go out more.
Right. So how do you judge that motorcycle? Uh,
Just I would just step back from it. That's all you can do.
right. So you judge it based on the kind of music you play, because it's too loud to judge, bro. If I judge that thing, I'm looking for you make a mistake, either by volume control, playing the wrong song. How do you even play the wrong song? You know what I'm saying, with something like that?
Man, not every vehicle gonna play every song. It just isn't. I don't care what vehicle you have. They ain't gonna play the every song out there. They're just not.
I'm gonna tell you one song that can't nobody play in America. Now, if y'all listening to me, I'm gonna give y'all a song that y'all cannot play on a good sound. I don't care how good your sound system is. You cannot play this song and make it sound good. And that's Too Finesse. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. That song, the recording on that song is horrible. It's horrible.
If
Yeah,
I wasn't on my phone, I'd play it for you to see if we can do it. But I'm on my
say,
phone.
look, hey, I'm telling you, that song is recorded horrible, bro. Nobody can play it, man. I don't care what platform you put it on. That song is recorded. I don't know what they was thinking about. Maybe they was looking at high times when they made that song. But when I look, it's called back. Let me give you the name of the song, so you can play it when you get off the air. Off of here. I'm telling you, man, it is horrible. Let's see, two finesse, two finesse, two finesse. So the song is back in. So when you get off of here, you play back in, and I promise you, man, you gonna want to turn you'll flip that thing upside down. It's horrible. The song is recorded terrible. Now, when you doing a competition, what type of music do you uh uh reach for?
I
Hip
love vocals. I love
love
anything that has
vocals.
vocals in it.
So basic. So if I rolled up, I'm saying, hey man, let me check this thing out. Your first go to song is gonna be something with female vocals, male vocals, or what?
Absolutely.
So, and then type of instruments: violins, guitars, triangles, cymbals, snares. I mean, what is it? Music behind it, or you just really concentrated on the vocals?
Now I like little music behind it. And then if I can get me a good bass note, let it drop.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me.
So I'm gonna send you. Ted. I'm gonna send you a couple of songs
Send me some songs.
just to see how you like them, because with that type of instrumentation on that vehicle, bro, man, if I send you these two songs, you gonna love them to death. But you ain't gonna be able to play that. You ain't gonna be able to. You got to park that thing outside on the freeway to listen to it. I'm just saying. Look, I when I heard Justin's for the first time, when I tell you, bro, I was shook. Man, how do you move tools off of a toolbox that ain't even in your shop? How do you change the color code of a powder coater? So if I'm spraying black, okay, tell you hear me, I'm spraying black powder coat. It changed to white when that man cut his bike on.
Dude, Justin got a clean asset up there.
Say, man, look, man, PJ the DJ, that dude, he did his thing with that one. But I just want to dispel all the rumors that bikes are afraid of the slingshots. I just don't think at the end of the day, unless you're putting, and it's hard to say, oh well, put a middleweight bike up against a middleweight slingshot. That's unfair. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay in y'all clan. We're gonna stay in mine unless we meet up in the parking lot and then we can have song wars.
We're gonna do it at
Yeah,
Ricky's
but
SOS.
what I'm saying is, if we do song wars now, nobody should be concentrating on how loud and banging your shit is. They should be concentrating on making the crowd move.
Dude, I'd rather do parking lot pimping than
That
go into it
man, you
and be a
should have
judge.
showed up last night, man. When I say Ted, let me tell you
I
something,
work.
bro.
Brad made me work every day.
Oh man, damn
I'm at the
Brad,
shop
man.
now.
Look, man, you tell Brad to come see me, bro. You need a night off, I got you, bro. Hey man, look, we tried to normally we shut it down at 10. These guys didn't even want to go home. They didn't want to go home. So let's get back in the topic at hand, bro. Parking lot pimping, right? You would prefer parking lot pimping over competition.
I do.
All right. What is the love of the parking lot pimping as opposed to being in the show?
Because you play two different types of music. One, you getting the crowd moving, you getting them hype, and the other one, you doing it for the sound, for
Okay.
the clarity of it.
Okay, so pause right there. The reason why the reason why people that compete are upset because they don't know that first you need to entertain the judge. If you are entertaining the judge, you shouldn't even be concerned about what the crowd is doing. Ricky Will, you got one of the biggest shows in the country. What do you think about a 2-minute round? The first minute is for the judge, the second minute is for the crowd. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that crowd judging, but music that moves the crowd, because we all know that the crowd music don't always constitute a win in the ring. So if I'm a judge and you pull up playing Michael Jackson, right? For the first minute, Ted, you playing Michael Jackson, and then your second minute you play back in that song that I just told you to listen to. If I'm not judging, then you move in the crowd. But if that's your first song, man, man, your speakers is rattling, your mids and highs is garbage because that's how that song does. So when it comes to the type of music, and I'm bringing Ricky Will's name up because he's on here, but Ricky Will said about a year ago, man, it's 75 million songs. Stop playing the same song. But see what happens, Ted, is that you go to play a jam and it's got your bike rocking. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna Shazam that song, and now it's all over the Metroplex. So now everybody's playing the same song. All I can say to you guys that Shazam to play the song to beat your next competitor that you got the song from, bro, don't do that. 75 million songs. Listen to a bunch of music. Because that's the only way you can really get down to the nitty gritty of this. The crowd is a part of the crowd is a part of the process. It's from Ricky Will. The crowd is a part of the process. Organically, anyway, play something good and you would know. Play something that sucks, make a hole.
Make a hole.
Make a
Make that
hole.
hole.
Ricky said, make a hole. You know what I'm saying? If you and this is what I'm saying. The music is so subjective now. Judging is so subjective. Stop biting music off of other people's motorcycles or slingshots and grab your own sound. Because Ted, bro, I would just look, man, if I could afford to build something like that, I would build it. I would build it. And in the same way that you say you're in the vocals, people don't understand, man, your mids and highs are your music. Bass is a filler. That shit just brings everything in. But if the mids and highs is trash, bro, you go somewhere else. We don't. Hey, Ricky will say make a hole. If your mids and highs is trash, make a hole.
Hey, DC, I'm going to jump off because I'm going to get back to work because
Okay, do your thing, man. I appreciate you
bragging
stopping
enough,
on with me, Ted.
bragging enough firing me. So,
Oh, damn. I got you, bro. If
all
he
right,
lets
man.
you go, just come on down the street. Hey, man, I appreciate Ted for coming on, man. Get a man a round of applause. Uh-oh, oh, shit. What I do? There we go, there we go, there we go. So, the issue is this. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to kind of dispel the whole bikes are afraid to go up against slingshots, and it's not about being afraid. I just don't think that have the we don't have the right equipment to compete in certain aspects of it. Now, Troy Milner's bike, yes, I mean, I would put him. I've never heard Troy Milner's bike. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I wanted to when I was in Daytona, but I ended up leaving before he played, so I didn't get a chance to hear Zeus. It is what it is. I fucked up. Well, I messed up. But in all actuality, is this: bikes, slingshots have come a long way in the last 3 years with audio. You know what I'm saying? These guys getting waterfalls, and now all of a sudden the pies are made, and it takes the audio game to a whole nother level. The same way with the motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? These guys are consistently reaching for the bigger and the badder. You know what I'm saying? So they can be the biggest and the baddest. You know what I'm saying? Just like the dude say, Mama said, son, somebody's gonna be badder than you. He's like, nah, Mama, I'm the baddest. What's up, Kenny G? So all I'm saying is this, man. I think in each uh, specific category, and I heard Wiki Will say in the live yesterday, these guys run these slingshots. The slingshots are running. The slingshots are running. What is so bad about, why do the slingshots get to stay running? Like when Jay Ford had the Honda, when he was competing with the Honda, he could lead a Honda running. So when you have a consistent 14 votes, of course you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, the power that you need. We already know tuning plays a hell of a big part of it. Tuning is a hell of a big part of it. So if tuning is a big part of it, even if I got 6 speakers, I should be able to compete because we're going off of sound quality. But no, man, I don't get me started. This is why I don't be making these fly ass comments about this audio stuff, man, because I have my own personal opinions about it. I love the guys that's able to put these things together, these shows. These guys are able to go to these shows. Give prayers for Jimmy McCray. He's in ICU. Hey, just in case y'all ain't looking at the comments, Ted wants to know if you guys can pray for Jimmy McCray. He's in ICU and he's in a bad way. So prayers up for Jimmy and his family. You know what I'm saying? Man, uh, 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 it's never cool to be in a situation where you know sending prayers, for a speedy recovery. You know what I mean? So we need to be mindful of that. I don't want to get into that whole tangent, man, because you know, y'all know how I feel about that when it comes to uh, being nice to our fellow man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm real big on that. So, uh, man, look, if you want to come on and discuss this, the baggers aren't running from the slings. Ricky, you want to come on? You know what? I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna send you the information because you on the show. Let's see. I can make this happen. Let's see. Oh hell. Let's see. I got you. Hold on. Yeah. Rick, I just sent you the link. You pop on with me, man. Yeah. Look, I won't keep you up past your bedtime tonight, but we can have an educated conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things that a lot of people want to know about. So let's make this happen. He gonna grab his headphones. He gonna call in. But in the meantime and in between time, you know, we speak a lot about what people spend their money on. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this audio. As a shop, the one thing when the customer comes in the door, they don't really know what they want. You know what I'm saying? They kind of got an idea, and then when they come in and they have these high expectations, you know what I'm saying? And then when you tell them the price, and it's like, it's really for this and not for that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the expectations that the customer has, they don't really know what they want. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you tell them like, okay, so you give them options. Some customers don't want options. Just tell me what it is. Okay, well I'll tell you what it is, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, I wasn't really expecting that. So, uh, we just got to be mindful that people come into this thing and they say, "Oh, well, I don't want to compete," but yet and still, when they hear those songs, the next thing you know, they in a competition. Like, bro, you said you didn't want to compete. Oh, well, I mean, it was just a little small, little something, something. I'm like, but bro, that ain't what you paid for, you know. And now you got people that are talking about you like, oh man, you should have did X, Y, Z. Uh, and they don't have any idea that you really didn't have it to do. what's up? What's up, Clay? What's happening, Mr. Kringle, man? Look, man, I'm telling y'all, man. October 14th, 15th. Be there, don't be square, because I'm gonna tell you right now. If you missed last year's show, you missed a really good show. You know what I'm saying? We had everybody up, man. All the cats from the H was up here. We had the cats from the East Coast. My boy Smitty was in the building. You know what I'm saying? It was a really cool show. My boy Rocket DJing. Okay, y'all, we got a guest in. Let's see. Welcome to the stage.
This movie was crazy.
Everybody, this is Mr. SOS Team Money Cycles, Ricky Will himself, man. Welcome
What's
to
up,
the
Mr.
show, man.
Derek? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed, bro. I appreciate you having time to come on with me tonight, man. So, this whole thing about the slingshots and the bikes.
Hmm.
You've been to all walks of this country, bro, and heard all the bikes and the slings, right? I mean, at
Hmm.
least for the most part. Everybody but Justin.
I have not heard Justin yet,
Sa-
but I've heard a good deal of him. Yeah,
Justin's bike is stupid, bro.
I
It's
look forward to hearing it. Yeah,
it's dumb. So you got Troy Milner because basically Troy Milner right now is the man, right?
Troy. Yeah, Troy is definitely one of the top contenders. He did very well in the heavyweight class, and he stepped up to extreme and has been knocking them out the park. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Zeus is definitely, and he's probably one of the most consistent in the game as well.
So when you talk about extreme with Zeus, do you know his setup?
I do not. I just know that it's fierce and it's consistent.
All right. So
But
would you
I don't know. I don't know his speaker count.
right?
Yeah,
But would okay? So would you know if he's got 410s or 412s? Because he's got to have.
I don't know, but I would. I mean, and this is just a guess,
Mhm,
and I don't think somebody probably does know. I would think that he has at least 410s,
at least.
at least, yeah,
So that's just on the base side. Now we
yeah,
got mid range. You know what I'm saying? So let's say on a he may have 410s in the grudge pack or whatever. Fair to say.
yeah. See, yeah, but here's the thing. And I could be wrong, but Zeus, from the way I remember him coming in the ring, he's not like a super stack speaker bike. I don't
Mm,
believe. Um, and it's not like a super loud bike. At least he does not try to out volume. What I think Zeus has is a recipe and a system that work, and it's very consistent.
right.
Um, and that's why he consistently wins. He's like a consistent racetrack that goes down the track each
Right.
time and
Right.
put the
Right.
number on the board
Yeah.
and turn the win lights
You
on.
ain't got to worry about his numbers changing.
No, but he can crank the volume up. And like I said, I don't believe I heard Zeus this that I maybe in Daytona, but I haven't heard Zeus many times in 2023.
Right.
2022,
22.
damn, I'm
Right.
jumping to 23 already.
Man, you already ready.
2022.
You already
I'm
ready.
ready. Listen,
You
I'm
living
ready.
in. Is this the future Ricky or the right now
Yeah,
Ricky? Because I need to know.
yeah. But because of the internet, you're able to keep up with what's going on at shows and all. And Zeus has been very consistent on the circuit. So you got to give respect where respect due.
So okay, so based on that, and the reason why I
Yeah,
bring Zeus up because Zeus's name has been one of those. That's a name that's been around for at least the last couple of years that I've kind of gotten a little bit more serious about the sound, well, the
absolutely.
competition side of it,
Yeah.
and that, in my opinion, would be the staple for what we have on the bagger side because he's
What
taken out, like you said yesterday, the Destroyer, and then with the competition with him, Destroyer, and Tsunami.
tsunami? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Everybody has their season.
Hmm.
So we're in now for that particular class. We're talking about the extreme guys. It's Zeus's season. Um, and the only drawback with extreme is it's not a lot of them.
Hmm.
So you don't get a lot of the consistent battles, unfortunately, because everybody's just not going out dedicating their Harley Davidson to pretty much adding all that weight and whatnot.
Right.
But before Zeus, you had
You
you can
just
go
said
down the
that key
line.
word though. You said the key
What's
word
that?
though. That
What's
weight.
that?
That weight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a. Hey, listen. This is what I'll tell you. If you got a pro mod, you're not going to drive that to ShopRite or to Whole Foods to get your groceries.
Yeah, but I'm also
So
not for to run against no GTR either.
um No, no.
So I mean, you know what I mean? Like I'm not for to put a $200,000 car up against a Nissan NXS. You know what I'm saying? Just no. I got a fat tire. I got a big motor. I'm finna go down this track.
Well, no, no. Well, it depends though. If you bring a pro mod to the street, I'm gonna try you with that GTR because chances are you ain't gonna hook.
Well,
So it's always variables and everything, right?
yeah, but I mean, at that point, are we doing a quarter or eighth of a mile?
Well, then you got to be geared and tuned for that.
so,
I listen.
so,
I'm
I'm
going.
just saying. I'm just saying, Ricky. Hey, we in the, we reading off the same sheet of music.
Yeah. Yeah. Zeus has been a dominating factor in heavyweight and extreme. But then you got like other bikes that have dominated and that are dominating factors in heavyweight too. That just maybe fighting in different arenas. You had Megatron. You got Shop Truck that's in the Midwest that doesn't travel to the East Coast.
I'm looking forward to
Um,
hearing Megatron too, though.
yeah, you got Megatron. Megatron is retired.
What?
Yeah, I talked to him. He's done for the season. Megatron
Come
is retired for
on,
2022.
that
Yeah,
man. That was the same thing. The Green Turd said, man, he was done, and all of a sudden, man, he gonna be at the SOS, with bells
yeah,
on.
yeah. So I think that it's another bike, Apollo, Kevin Murphy bike, another heavyweight. Um, but you can't. Can I take you back for a
Yeah,
minute?
man, take me back, bro.
All right. So listen, we were talking about baggers versus slingshots, and Smitty said something, um, which is very true that the slingshots have caught up.
Yeah.
So the first team Money Cycles event before we were SOS, when I did my first show in the parking lot across from a methadone clinic, where a lot of my spectators listen. Half of my spectators was the people leaving the methadone clinic in Philly. They was nodding and everything. It rained. My posters flew away. If I show you the aerial shot, I had like maybe 70 or 80 people there, and you couldn't tell me that wasn't the hottest show in the country.
Really?
I had no idea what I was doing. But listen, the theme of that was baggers versus slingshots, and this was 2015.
Right.
You go back and I'll show you the flyer. Like, and uh, a guy by the name of Alonzo, who in that era of bagger audio was the man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody remember he made the song "Yearning for Your Love" by Gap Band
Already.
famous
Okay.
when Philly was going down Myrtle Beach putting in that work, and then you had a guy from Philly, I believe, I think it was my man Mook out of Philly, had one of the first slingshots in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and they had systems, pods, and everything back in 2015. The slingshots didn't have a snowball chance in hell because the baggers were already a few years up on them, and the
Right.
slingshot came out in what 15, right?
Right. I did
So
a
you
first. I,
fast.
I was the first dude to do two 12s in one in 2015.
All right. So then you fast forward to 16. James McCray, SS Takeover,
Mm-hmm.
aka Jimmy the Plug, he started the SS Takeover movement. He, along with some guys out of Philly, Sean, Shannon, the twins, and a couple other dudes, and Jimmy then went on and took SS Takeover to where it is now,
Right.
right? And they started getting into the audio. Go back and look. SS Takeover came to Maryland Budge Creek, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deep. They had a slingshot. Go back. If I find a video, I'll send it to you. And we counted it. They disrupted the SOS. Now it's now the SOS. They disrupted the show. No, literally.
Right.
Like they pulled up in the middle of me hosting the show and stopped at the entrance to where the bikes pulled in and said we want a battle. I'm like, hold, slow down.
Hold up,
You
like
gotta let
like
me
like out for the break dance.
no, let's now. Like borderline disrespectful. If we didn't know each other, I would be like damn, like where they do that at, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
listen, so they pull up, and this dude had a peach and white slingshot, and we counted the speakers. He had like 30 speakers on this thing, and at the time, I had the bike Miss Summer, and him and Jimmy, they out there, they trying to get the Bluetooth, and I think at the time, Summer might be a 10 speaker setup, an 8 speaker ran over this 30 speaker slingshot because although it had a lot of speakers and looked aggressive, they had not evolved yet
Oh, and the
audio.
tuning and yeah.
Yes. We fast forward a couple years. Jimmy and I did another Baggers versus Slingshot events. The Baggers once again won. Fast forward to this year, we did Baggers and Slingshots down in Maryland,
Mm-hmm.
and we lost by 2. The Baggers lost. This was the first year the Baggers lost to the Slingshots. The Slingshots have arrived from
Right.
Florida to Jersey, from Jersey to Texas. Um, the Slingshots have they found their way. The only slingshot that I know that had some bass for a good while was the one Joey Hensley built from BYB, that orange and black one that he
Uh-huh.
later sold to Andy at Bagger Boys. That was the first slingshot that was dumping.
Right.
Joey had the extended bags on the side of the sling before people were cutting up their slings doing it. Like, so it's a history to this.
Right. Look, I'm laughing because Smitty on here talking about 30 Pioneer 6.5s from Best
Yeah,
Buy.
listen, that's what they had. But
No, for
listen though,
real?
no, he ain't lying. And I peeled. Listen, I peeled this cat back. It was 2 slingshots, matter of fact. And and I took Miss Summer and bust both of them upside the head for disrespecting and disrupting my show like that. I told them, y'all don't
Wow.
go nowhere. I'm gonna be with y'all. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna deal with this personally.
Wow.
So folks got to know the history. This is before the slingshot platforms
Mm-hmm.
in the audio community for slingshots
Took
uh,
off.
took off to where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So I commend these guys for doing what they're doing. Now, I have a slingshot.
Right.
I got my butt whooped 2 weeks ago by one of the guys in Jersey, right? You know how they
Uh-huh.
say if you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
And I didn't have I got some stock slingshot pods with the speakers facing the back, hitting the back of my headrest. So I know it's poor staging,
Right.
but
Right.
you know, I'm just out here having fun. Well, when I lost, I didn't like it. I took my L, but I didn't like it. I was at an SS Takeover event, and I got a little featherweight. So I went to the guys, the crew that beat me, right? And they good friends of mine. I said, hey, let me talk to you guys for a minute. I like I like them pods over there. You think you could make me some of those? So shout out to Paco. I picked my pods up yesterday. They'll be going on by the weekend.
Wow. So, but okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now let's transition from. I want to keep you on your story, but let's
Go ahead.
transition to our side of the spectrum. Now,
Sure.
instead of us saying, "Hey, Ricky, man, hey, bro, whatever, man, where did you get those? Because I want those." You know what we gonna do? We gonna go tell,
What?
oh man, I want to beat. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want something better than what he has.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed, he want what you have, but he's so he refuses to ask you. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll go somewhere else and say, "Hey man, can you make this?" Blah blah blah. Instead of just supporting the guy that built that for him. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not an audio thing. That's an ego thing.
Exactly. And that's why we have such an issue with guys that compete because their ego.
No, see, I'm wise though.
Okay,
See,
let's go.
if you have it and it's for sale and I have money, it's an easy equation. Take my money out my pocket plus paying you equals me getting a product that I've seen is proven. And if we all having fun collectively in the culture, then it keeps me and you on even kill that, hey, I supported you
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna come out next week. And I mean, he didn't make me anything that you can't probably purchase or whatnot, but I
Right.
know they have it. So
Right.
why not support them and get it? I mean, but you spend your money where you want to spend your
I
money.
mean,
But
straight up.
but that's an ego thing. I think but that's another story.
And we got a lot of egos around here, bro. And it
Oh
ain't
man.
nothing we gotta touch on personally, right?
Hey man, I'm a grown man. I can stand on whatever I say. I don't care what you touch on. You ain't got to. Hey man, we ain't gonna throw no rocks and hide our hands. So whatever you
that is a
do,
fact. Now,
yeah,
okay, so with that being said,
yeah,
just because we don't have to throw rocks and hide our hands, don't
yeah.
mean that there has to be a discussion about it. Now we
No, no,
do
no.
now we do know I'm gonna ask you
Yeah,
this because I know one of the people are on the show. The whole situation with Jay Ford and Sean Bogan,
yeah,
just like you said, I think it got out of hand. And I actually talked to both parties involved, and I
yeah,
expressed myself to hey man, now you did right by blah blah blah. Hey bro, you
yeah,
wrong for what you said.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think we have to have that conversation with our fellow people, bro. And I don't want to use the term brothers and shit because we all brothers, but with our people, man, we gotta let them know, man. It's time out for a lot of that.
Well,
How? Go
well,
ahead.
go ahead. No, no, go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
How
Go
do
ahead.
you how do you based on this whole incident, how do you see us being able to communicate better with each other so that we don't have this Facebook fighting?
Put your hands in your pocket and stop typing online and pick the phone up and talk on the phone like men. Here's the thing, right? I said it yesterday. This internet, the things that you see, thank God, happen on the internet does not happen face to face.
Right.
The internet, when you home in your drawers, typing, sitting on the toilet, laying in the bed, wherever you scroll on Facebook at,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times it gives you this false sense of security where disrespect is cool. Um, and when you say brothers, I get, I brothers, yes, but I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
Culturally, and I'm speaking me and you culturally, like I said yesterday, there we have some cultural do's and don'ts
Right.
in the urban areas where we grow up at.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really see a lot of us doing a whole lot of thumb jabbing because we're not good at it. Meaning we're not good at receiving it. And culturally, unfortunately, we take things totally different way.
Right.
But as men, and speaking on them two brothers that you talking about, I think that the peanut gallery oftentimes add fuel to the fire. Whereas though, if it's just me and you, and I say, come on, man, you want to put these gloves on, or we ain't gonna fight because we gonna get tired and we gonna need somebody to break it up.
Bro.
You
You
know what I
looking at
mean? We
you
all,
you making sure somebody there.
but just all seriousness, it's not that deep. This a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, but this ain't no different than we done been on the basketball court and got a hard foul and said some things out of reaction and had to have one of your teammates grab you so you don't react because you were triggered. It's
Right.
no different. It's just nobody online ever wraps their hand around somebody and pulls their friend back and says, yo, knock it off, yo, chill out. Or get on the phone with them two brothers and say, yo, I got such and such on three-way. Listen, fellas, we gonna get off the line and we gonna smooth this situation out. That ain't what we here for.
Right.
And until we have that, somebody being mature enough to kind of step in and do that, or just men just stop doing what we doing with trash talk is good. It's healthy.
Right.
Derek, is that your bike behind you in the background?
Yeah.
I can tell you. Um, I don't know what kind of sound system you had in it, got in it, but if I still had a sound bite, or if I get one that sit like that, I'll come to Texas and crack your head, audio wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
As a gentleman,
Right.
because when we press play for that 90 seconds, that's what I come to do. And
Right.
then I'm gonna eat one of them big dumb burgers that you be making afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Why they gotta be
And
like that, bro? I do the
no,
sprinkles and everything.
that burger was, and when I say dumb, I'm saying dumb in a good way.
Nah, I know. I'm
That
just
was
giving you a
like
hard
that was
time.
like that was like three burgers. But you see how we laugh?
Yeah.
I didn't offend you. You
Right.
didn't offend me, but it was
Right.
some friendly banter.
Yeah. No, but you was
And
talking about me though. You was talking about me. You ain't have to hit me below the belt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and you could talk about me. You could tell me you gonna bust me upside my head because you supposed to. If you not planning to bust me upside my head when we get in the ring and play, then I don't want to play against you.
Right.
I want somebody that's gonna put some blood in my mouth.
So, and the reason why I say this, and the reason why I brought this up, because
Yeah,
Jay Ford showed up to my little 2 Wheel Tuesday that I have at the shop once a month.
yeah,
Every time Jay show up, me, me and Jay shut down what's the Rare Breeds party
Mm-hmm.
because it's not. I don't look at Jay as competition, right? That's just not me. I don't I my competition is me.
Yeah.
But when I got a guy that's got a playlist just as strong as mine, I want
Yeah.
to. That's my thing because we got a crowd of people and that's who we entertaining. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But in that ring, I'm trying to impress Ricky Will. I, the crowd shouldn't influence my playlist in that ring. Come on, I'm listening.
Boy, you see how this guy? He is a great blogger, podcaster. You have a law degree, sir. You transition that we just had to come to Jesus. Let's get along, kumbaya. I am my brother's keeper, and you just transition to the crowd. Okay, so listen.
Let's get it.
You got me on my toes tonight.
Let's get it.
The crowd, yes, should not influence a judge's independent decision. Yes, when you come into the ring and you are playing for three judges, because ultimately it's their independent decision that's going to determine whether you advance, get points, lose points, what have you. Organically, the crowd is part of the process.
See, you said that while ago, and I had to bring it back up because I needed you to explain that to me. But I need you to explain that in a way that a new
So,
competitor goes into the ring.
so I'm judging, right?
Uh huh.
And you'll agree that everybody there has a pulse and a heartbeat, hopefully,
Yes.
and we're all human.
Right.
I've just been tasked based on my abilities or my capabilities and experience, whatever qualifies me to be put in that position
Right.
of authority to judge, right?
Okay.
But the people in the crowd have ears and eyes, and they know these songs, and they
Yeah.
feel and whatnot.
Right.
So they're not standing here for no reason. They're standing here to be entertained. So let me ask you a question.
I'm
If
listening.
you hear a song you like and it sound good, what you gonna do?
Man, I'm a
Yeah, you see how you moving?
yeah.
Cause it
That's in
feel
me.
good, right?
It's
You
in
might
me.
snap your finger, you
It's
might
it, bro.
smile.
I'm right
Yeah.
here already. Just by you saying that, I'm already right here because I heard something.
All right. Now hear a song that you know the song, but it don't sound quite like it's supposed to sound. What you gonna do? You see that face? That's the
Yeah.
stank face. You just made it.
Yeah.
So
But
I
who making
tell
that?
people,
You as the judge or me
no,
in
no,
the
no,
crowd?
no. We talking about the crowd.
Okay, I'm listening.
So you just when you liked it, you was dancing.
Yeah.
When you didn't like it, you just made the stink face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That sound like Earth, Wind, and Hell. That ain't it, right?
Right.
You you didn't need a sound degree to make that determination on what you liked and what you didn't like.
Okay.
You didn't have to be a musician. Now, only thing I need you to do, if you were the judge, is to articulate why. And I don't need a bunch of fancy words on, oh, I had reverb, oh, I had feedback, oh, I had. Tell me what you heard. Oh, man, it was a little staticky. Oh, it was a little muddy. All that equates to
A bad sound.
a bad sound or
And
a
the
good
stink
sound.
face. Right. Yeah.
All right. So take that, right? Take the
I'm
same thing. We
listening.
had a sound show. Now the judges, we know why they're in the ring, right? But you
Okay.
said about the crowd, and I'm showing you how the crowd, although we can't use the crowd to be influenced, to influence us as judges, people get on even kill.
Okay.
So when you roll out the ring, I done walked over to people and say, "What you think about that last one?" Oh man, that thing, it was squilling. It was a little bit too hot because collectively people get online and they listen to these podcasts and they read, so they're educated, so we're all pretty much on the same wavelength of the do's and don'ts and what the judges are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's your favorite band? Who do you like?
Man, honestly, I'm
Parliament?
no. I'm a Osley Brothers and the Whispers kind of guy.
All right, so we go see the Osley brothers, right?
Hmm.
And Ronnie and they up there and they playing. You ever hear them in concert before?
No, I have not.
All right. So just suppose let's just say you heard
That's
them in
fine.
concert
Let's go
before,
for it.
and they sound excellent, and you there, and you chilling, you got your drink, and you grooving, you hearing songs that's taking you back where you can close your eyes
Hmm.
and just visualize and just embrace the music.
Right.
And then you go to a concert somewhere else at a different venue, same group,
Right.
but the sound engineer got
It's
the
garbage.
mics too low and it's
Yes.
garbage.
Right.
You gonna have that same stank face at the Osley Brothers concert as you did at a sound competition.
But that doesn't negate the fact that I'm playing for the judges to get a score. Now, if I'm playing, hear me out. If
Mm-hmm.
I know in a lot of your shows you do the paddle, that's best two out of
Yeah,
three.
yeah,
Well, when you get into these shows where these guys are accounting for points,
yeah.
it makes it harder to judge and as a competitor because now you got you know what let me scratch that with let me scratch that, Ricky. I want to say this: the music that's being played, right? You're a judge in the ring.
Yeah.
You you the guy's first song. You oh yeah, as a judge, you got to be cool, but oh yeah, it's a good song, man. This bike sound great. And as soon as you get into the judging aspect, they change the song because now they fighting against the clock and they want to get all these songs in as opposed to just being calm and cool. Because at that point, this is what I'm saying. They playing for the crowd because they trying to get all these songs in. But if the first song that they play is what's got their bike in this competition, hey man, leave it alone.
You keep throwing these curveballs at me. All right. Okay.
Ricky,
All right.
because I got a lot of things that I've been wanting to say and I've been quiet about it. And I'm
I
not the
got one.
kind of guy that's gonna call you after hours and say, Ricky, man, what the heck is going on, man? Why these people tripping out here? Cause that's all I
Oh,
hear.
okay. So you again transition to
I did.
points and paddles, and then playing for the crowd, switching songs. So I'm gonna do the playing for the crowd, switching songs. You ever been to a party before? And
Man, do
and
not play the
listen,
DJ. Don't do the DJ
ho
on me,
ho
bro.
ho ho. And the
Yes,
DJ got
yes.
the DJ got the whole dance floor rocking, and then he transitioned to a song and cleared the floor.
But you're not judging the DJ.
Ho.
Okay,
Listen to me
okay.
now.
One at a time. You're right. I got you. Yes.
So you have to take the overall, and when we correlate this to points, you got to take the whole run. You got to take the whole 90 seconds, and then you got to say, okay, this guy just played a song for 60 of the 90 seconds that sound phenomenal. The last 30 seconds, he switched to a song because he thought that was the right direction and it took his momentum down, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't erase his first good 60 seconds based on 30 seconds. And I mean, unless it just sound horrible, right? Now, on a scale 1 to 5, say 3 is your median, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can go up or down, and you got quarters. So you got 3.25, 3.5,
Mm-hmm.
and you tell everybody this is our baseline. If he was rolling at fives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the last 30 seconds, he kind of plays something that maybe got a little distorted or
Hold
whatever.
up, Ricky. I want you cause I'm gonna ask you to say what you about to say 3 times because there's gonna be people in the bike ain't gonna hear you. So proceed, sir.
So say for instance, the last 60
The
he
last 30
played good.
seconds.
The last 30 seconds, last 15 seconds, I've seen it happen, and he loses his momentum. But he was rolling. You gonna take him from a 5 back down to a 3? No. He may lose a half a point, you know, quarter of a point, what have you.
So
And
do you
and what you
deduct for every song or you calculate the 30 second?
I'll listen. I don't want to start writing until
He's
it's
done
over
completely. Right.
because anything can happen. I can't give you points for say volume control in the last 10 seconds. You crank it all the way up, and I got a 5 there. Now I'm trying to scribble it out.
Right.
So that 5 may now become a 4.5, a 4.75, and you write in the notes. Like I would say, song one. I would break. My bad. I got a phone call. I would break your. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I would break it down in songs
Okay.
when you look back on your sheet. This is me. I'm not saying all judges
No,
do it.
no, that's fine because you got to
I make
understand, Ricky. In all honesty, not to interrupt you, but you got to understand that at the end of the day, bro, you kind
yeah.
of are the focal point that people are trying to reach when it comes to a lot of these shows. And I'm not talking about guys that have their own shows. You know, they could
No, I
possibly,
understand what you're saying.
you know,
So you'll say, I'll say, okay, Derek, check it out. On the first song, you played Peter Piper by Run DMC.
hmm
Great song, great highs, vocals were great. I might say song number two. Um, uh,
can you see me or
vocal.
is your screen dark? Because it's dark
I
on our side.
hold on a second. Yeah, I got that phone call. What I need to do? Hold on.
Uh, go up to the. You know what? Just call back in. I'm gonna hang you up.
Hold
Just
on.
call back. Okay.
Hold on. All right, I'll call back in
All
one
right.
sec.
All right, yeah, we had some technical difficulties. You know, when people don't know he on live, man. You know, this is a nationally syndicated show. You know. All right, there we go, Ricky. Go ahead, man. Finish
Okay.
up.
So so you explain it to the guy like, hey man, your momentum slowed down. Like the second song um didn't quite. It could have been a bad recording. It could have been anything.
Right.
But you ain't going to kill the guy's score because of it. He may lose he may lose a quarter or half a point, whatever you deem necessary. And when you look on most score sheets, right? And this work when we came to Dallas, I was doing the SOS University classes, right, on how to be a judge. So you take a room of 15 people and you explain to them judging the criteria. This is what we're looking for, and then we do like some mock judging where I just set a speaker up, bring three guys up, give them the score sheets, and we all looked at our sheets at the end of these rounds and this mock scoring,
Mm-hmm.
and you see where everybody is within a half a point to a quarter point from each other, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So these weren't tuners, these weren't builders, these were a group of people who were set down and explained what the criteria was
Mm-hmm.
and all got on the same page and set out and did something, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you explained to them, hey, if song number one was good, I would play the first song and then I would play a second song and maybe mess with the EQs and whatnot. And they would have to articulate what they heard between the songs to make them come up with that score. So with the paddles, you don't the King of the Hill moves a little faster.
Right.
You you have to take all of that stuff and add it up in your head and make a pretty much a
A
left
conscious.
or right
Right.
decision, a
Right.
conscious
Right. Mm-hmm.
decision. And the only way what serves as the score sheet at this time is if you tell the guy as he's leaving the ring, hey man, a couple pointers before you pull out. Uh, this sound good.
Right.
This didn't sound good. And I
Right.
always say it's always something nice you could say to somebody
Right.
just for some positive reinforcement.
Just like you
Even if
did with Marcus Hicks last year. You know what I'm saying? After the show was over, you're like, hey man, let me get in it, and blah blah blah, and you had the crowd rocking. So yeah, I definitely understand that.
same motorcycle, we just played it. I played his motorcycle more aggressive than he did.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that the bike had capabilities. He just wasn't comfortable at the time of pushing the motorcycle to where I pushed it to.
Right.
So if me and him battled with one bike and two phones, you would have been able to pick a winner. And it's two men using the same bike,
Right.
but we played the same bike two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a skill set that comes in with this.
So case in point, let's go back to the Jay Ford and Sean Bogan thing. What if
Sure.
Bogan is a better operator than the person that's going to play his bike? Now he gets the loss on his bike if he decides, if that's the decision. Now all of a sudden we got a whole nother. Oh man, I wasn't there to play my bike and blah blah blah. Again, the competition side of it, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I don't compete against people because I don't feel like if I decided to compete, I at some point I got an unfair advantage, and I think you and I have touched on this before. But when I have unlimited access to product or whatever the case is, just like with Ted's slingshot, man, that thing is dumb. I would not. He's got 4.3 Qs in each bag. You know what I'm saying? Again, with a good tune, that bike would be hard to compete against in any realm. But for me, I think that we need to change the format of how we deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's gotta almost be like when, do you ride like motorcycles, Ricky?
Is that a real question?
Yeah, that's a real question. I should say with a group of people. I know you
Am I in
ride.
the club? Am I in the club?
Yeah, or been
No.
around that lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so do
I'm
you
not.
know?
I'm not in the club, but yeah,
Right, but you rock with those cats, so you know that when before they roll out, they lock up and they pray,
yeah, yeah.
bro. It's not going to change anything, but maybe if we create a better brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to the competition, I think that will. I think a lot of that the extra stuff that we were talking about earlier, just like you said about chunking rocks and hiding your hands. Then
Well,
all of a sudden we get a chance to talk to each other instead of Facebook fight.
it's. I'm gonna tell you, man. You gotta. It's like they say in church. You gotta set the atmosphere, right?
All right.
So you have to set the atmosphere in anything. So like at the SOS, is no cursing. Now, are you going to hear somebody play a curse word here and there? Yeah. But the rule of thumb is keep it clean because you got families there, you got kids there. I tell the DJ, don't play nothing that's, certain music,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
music set the tone.
yeah,
We had certain songs I was just at a place and they played a freeway song and the youngsters, as soon as it went on, I ain't gonna lie, the DJ cut it off because the youngsters start cutting up. It was like it instantly
yeah,
changed the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
atmosphere of it.
yeah.
Um, and then as far as us on these forums where we control these pages, you have to police it. And when you see it, they laugh because I delete it.
Yeah, Dante. I just want to interrupt you real quick. Dante was saying he got you, Rick, on the DJ you had for last year.
Oh, what's up, Dante?
Yeah,
Yeah, Dante. Listen, Dante was in the class with us. He helped me out with the SOS University class,
yeah,
as well as he was the DJ, and he did a great job at keeping the atmosphere right. And man, honestly, the whole disrespect thing, um, out of the thousands of people, think about this, right?
mm-hmm.
Out of the thousands of people, and I'm not gonna call names. I ain't here to indict nobody on who the culprits are.
Right,
But you take all these sound pages have a few thousand people at least.
right.
I'm willing to bet you if you go to each page or each show out of 1,000 people, it's the same 5 to 7 individuals that raise the most hell.
And why is that? Because they did what?
Because it's allowed. Let me
And
ask you a question. Let me
oh,
ask you a
all
question.
right, go
You
ahead.
you you ride, right?
Yes, sir.
You in the club?
Yes, sir. I own my own.
Okay. Would you? How many people you had come to your parties and socialize at your club?
By 200.
Would you allow 2 people to come to your events or come to your club or come to your functions each time and disrupt it?
No, but you
Why?
know why?
Why?
Because
Why
I
wouldn't you do it?
because it's not fun for everybody else.
So why do we allow that happen in the motorcycle industry?
Exactly. That's my question. Exactly. You know why? Because everybody got a click. Everybody's clicked up. Everybody's clicked up. And my click don't like your click. It's almost like, for lack of better words, it's Bloods and Crippin in the same little industry. And we
No,
do again as an elective. something that we elect to do in our spare time.
Now, you know what I say?
Okay,
And go back and look at my lives. I'll tell you, don't come.
right,
Everybody will tell you, don't come. I'll take you off the page. You're not going to disrupt this
right,
because that's to me that's a sign that's you being disrespectful.
right.
Everybody everybody that's working hard to have fun and working overtime to build these bikes and gas is high as heck
Yes,
to travel to have a good time and they bringing their wives, their kids and whatnot to have to put up with your nonsense. Nah, you're not welcome here. That's disrespectful.
right.
But
So, so let's say we have an individual that you decide that, hey, look, bro, uh, hey man, your dog, you can't bring your dog in because these folks don't want to have to clean up pee and doo doo or whatever. And the guy was like, oh, that's cool, and he leaves. The
yeah,
next show, he comes back with his dog. It's the same situation. Like, look, bro, you can't bring your dog in. Now he's upset. Like, bro, my dog is trained. No, you can't bring it in here. So he leaves. Now he's upset. So the third time it happens again, now all of a sudden, oh man, screw Ricky's show, man. It's this and that, blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden, you are not the person that's trying to put on a good show. You the person that don't like dogs. You the person that's, you know what I'm saying, that's rude. And all you said was, bro, this ain't even my venue.
well, it's a word for that too. Earlier, what you were explaining was ego.
Yep.
This word right here is entitlement.
Okay.
So, so us as a culture, because this is a subculture, right? As a
Yes.
community,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't bring your dog because I don't want it there. Obviously, it's the consensus of all of us around don't want to be stepping in pee or poop.
Yep.
So don't leave the person, don't leave the head of this or the designated person who's putting this together, don't leave them out in the cold by themselves when they're enforcing things that you asked for.
Right.
You can't call you can't call me on the phone or send me these text messages and say, "Hey, Ricky, man, Derek keep bringing that pissy dog around, man. He pissed on my trailer, and my wife stepped on poop and got in our brand new RV with it. And then when I enforce it and Derek get to raising hell, you like this.
See, Rick, that's why I like. That's why we gotta have this conversation more often, bro. Because it is so much of this going on, and if I'm talking to you, bro, I'm poking the bear because I gotta get it from every aspect. Because I talk to people all the time. I talk to people that have shows. I really, Rick, I don't even think you understand how much I love music. And the people that's involved in the industry, man, got me so like I don't even want to do this no more, bro. Music don't even sound the same.
But how many people listen? Now listen to what I just told you. There are thousands of people who are on these forums that don't
What's up,
comment.
Austin?
They watch.
Mm-hmm.
You got you I don't want to say fans. You got supporters that
Right,
watch this that say, "Hey, Derek, I watch you on live." People that you don't even know are paying attention.
right.
So if you got thousands of people who support what you're doing, how many people, when you say it's people in this industry that make me hate this, how many? How many people think in your head the people that got you to where you hate this? How many of them is it? You think?
Hey, bro, it's a lot. It really is.
How many?
Well, I mean, I can't put a number on it. I mean, for the most cases, you know what I'll say in the a round number, I'd say about 11 people.
11 people.
Yes.
The SOS page got over 11,000 people.
Okay.
And you telling me 11 people out of this whole motorcycle industry that go to rallies who you've met and
Mm-hmm.
had a good time with,
Mm-hmm.
that come to Two Wheel Tuesday, that watch the Derek show,
Mm-hmm.
11 people out of this great pool of people got you willing to throw something away you love that you invested in that you got to shop to make money. 11 people. Isn't it easier to highlight these 11 people That's who you should bring on your show.
Well, it's really, you know what, Ricky.
Bring them people. Bring them people on the
Hey,
show and
you
say,
know
"Hey,
what,
man,
you know what,
tell me
Ricky.
why you act the way you act."
That was profound. That was profound. And you know what? That statement right there made me have to look at this thing a different way, because obviously it ain't really the 11 people.
No,
If you think about it, it really ain't the 11 people. It's it's the culture.
in 20, the end of 20. What are we in 2022 now?
22, yeah.
The end of
I
2021.
think you future Ricky, bro. You can't be present
Listen,
Ricky.
I got so many things that I'm trying to do in the future, man. I'm just.
For sure,
But
man.
listen to this.
Yeah.
In 2021, I'm gonna share something with you.
Hmm.
And I'm not. I don't go online and vet. Um, I ain't for all the complaining. I'm the type of person. If it ain't working,
It ain't
I'll
working.
just. It's easier for me to remove myself from a situation and go in a different direction. Not saying I'm right. Not saying I'm wrong.
Right.
But what works good for me and my mental health
Hmm.
is to just remove myself
Right.
and say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go this way." In 2021, the end of 2021, I had to look back and I told my wife, I'm done with SOS. I don't know if you remember, I said I was
Yes.
done. I'm
Yes.
retiring.
Yeah.
And my wife said, take 30 days. Just fall back for 30 days and remove yourself from the page, from anything bike related, and think about what you want to do. She said, because you built this because you love it, and then just handle it the way move forward the way
Well,
you see fit. If it says throw it away, then throw it away. So I thought about it, right, and I fell back, and I'm like, let me write down the issues that I see, and
mm-hmm.
and and how much do I love this whole music thing.
Right.
And I found that I ain't doing it for the money, because you ain't getting rich doing this. Let's For the people who think that your lifestyle that you live is based off of being a show promoter, I'm here to tell you,
Right.
don't quit your day job. Um, nah. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't, so I had to reevaluate a lot of things, far as relationships, far as what are
Yeah.
things that keep me mentally involved in something, mentally invested in something that's taken away from other things I could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So once I did that and came back in 2022, I shifted the whole circuit of the SOS and said, I'm just going to try to go in a different direction and do different things. It wasn't nothing
So
personal
dope.
against anybody else. I
Right.
had to make some mental changes for me, because at the
Right.
end of the day, the SOS is my vision.
Right.
So I can't take my eyeballs out and put them in your head and
Right.
make you see
See
and want it
what
to
you
be
see.
what.
Right.
Nah, because your vision for what you want to do is your vision, and I
Yes.
realized that. And I think that to tie it all in, that's where you are now. You got to just take a step back. And those 11 people, hit unfollow on Facebook. That's the first step, because you'll see something on their feed that has nothing to do with you, but mentally, once you wake up in the morning and you read it, that sticks to you. Then you go to the next person and they're negative. That sticks to you. And then the next person, that sticks to you. Every ringing phone don't need to be answered.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped answering phone calls. Every message in my box I don't respond to.
Right.
And when I tell you, I have been, the only thing I had to police this year was that post I put up about Texas. That is the only action I got.
Oh, you got another call.
That's it.
Look, look. You just said not every call needs to be answered, and somebody blew your phone up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
look,
'cause
Rick,
I'm like, dang.
look, I'm gonna tell you, man. So I don't know if you know how observant I am. I'm very observant. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Mm-hmm.
see a bunch of things. A lot of people call me. The reason why I wanted to have you on, because your show is different from a lot of other shows, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Even the conversation that you and I have had before on a couple of different occasions. When I cuss a lot, bro. Like I wake my first. Well, I ain't gonna say my first words, but I cuss when I get up and when I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But talking to you, man, and listening to some of your lives, uh, being a part of the show, you know what I'm saying? How much respect you have for the people that are involved, regardless. And based on our culture, right? Our culture, being that music is a universal language,
Yeah.
how do you tell people that didn't grow up in the culture how to entertain the culture without what we value as our culture?
You saying as far as cuss words?
Yeah.
Look, first of all, I'm no saint. All right.
You are in
I
public. You are
I
in
know how to
I ain't you
I,
are in public.
I know how to cuss very well.
I get it.
The only place that I'm really allowed to curse is if I stop past my buddy's shop and it's just he and I in there. I can get a couple in.
Yeah.
And it's not often, but once in a while when I turn my hat backwards, I get a chance to drop a couple.
Right.
Um, or if I just get super pissed off. But understand this. This is $1 million entity that we're all involved in.
Hmm.
Now we're not making millions of dollars, but we are all part
We
of.
pushing it. We pushing a million. We pushing millions of dollars into this.
And culturally, where we're from, I was taught at times you got to do things 1,000 times better to be considered equal,
Hmm.
and don't let that one go over your head.
Right.
So, just me personally, I want to always present and articulate myself the best way possible, so I'm not trapped in a box,
Right.
so to speak.
And
I
I just at this point, bro, because we have
Nah,
so many different people involved in the
yeah,
industry. You know what I'm saying? I do tend to choose my words wisely because
yeah.
I got a lot of people that follow me and a lot of people that have respect for me for who I am, and I don't want to be in a position where these people look at me sideways because I got a question. So
Hey Derek, you a grown man, like, and
right.
you're very articulate and intelligent. So if anybody takes Derek saying the F word once in a blue moon as him being unintelligent,
Yeah.
is heck. See, I almost said, see, see,
Look, man. I'm being I honestly I'm just being real with you, bro. I'm watching my
nah, I
tongue.
feel you.
I'm watching my tongue because based on the perception of what this
Yeah,
video is, regardless of how many people pop in and out, it's you and I having a conversation.
yeah,
Now we're having a public conversation because we're on a public forum. But I
yeah,
can assure you that the conversation, although would be the same, the words would be different. Because
yeah.
I feel like when you're in a public setting, you have to entertain the level of communication a certain way. But
Absolutely.
when you and I are sitting back watching the game, it's a whole different conversation.
Hey, listen, you think Barack Obama, as articulate and suave and as cool as he is, you think when Barry get around his homies, his whole swag. You can see how his swag is. That he be like, man, that mother crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, I'm 100. Listen, I'm 100% Philly at the end of the day.
For sure. For
But
sure.
when I'm out here representing my brand and my business,
Hmm.
and I have companies like Sound Digital and Bama and Ground Zero and
That's
Limitless,
yes.
it is bigger than Ricky Will.
So you got them
Is at
banners?
that point. Yeah, I got. Listen, holler at me.
I,
Let's see. Look, see. Now you see how you said, yo, you got them bangers. Do I on deck? You know what I mean? Get with me when we done. But when you're trying to when you're representing a brand and building a brand,
hmm
um, you just have to people respect you when you respect yourself and you carry yourself a certain kind of way.
Right.
But at the shows, I get loose. I'm human. I like to. You got to be able to wear multiple hats in this
That
thing.
is a
Like,
fact.
so I just created another character. So when I turn my hat backwards. You put sunglasses and your hat on. So I know when I tune in and you got your baseball cap
Yeah.
and
The glasses.
your glasses on, I already know it's on and popping. But when I see you at a show and you just, you're not
Regular.
in character, so to speak, regular, then I know what it is. So
Yeah.
it's you think Ric Flair be walking around all the time talking about some? He might. I don't know. That's a
He always trying to keep them Gators down, man.
yeah. So I mean,
But the reason why I say this, Rick, and again, the last time that you and I had a conversation on this platform, uh, we talked about men. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And how we as men uh, don't behave like men anymore. You know what I mean? And it takes the level of communication between men for other men to step in and say, "Hey, look, I understand it," because every man is not an alpha. I mean,
No,
but
but that
they
Facebook
wear the same outfit.
Facebook has created alphas.
Mm,
Facebook allowed. Listen, right now, Derek, I could post a picture of that motorcycle behind you, right?
mm-hmm.
And I could make that the alpha motorcycle without anybody ever hearing a song come out of it. I can
Right,
build up anticipation because that's the beauty of social media and
right,
marketing that it allows us to be able to do in the hands of the right person that has a voice in the audience and what you're trying to influence. That's why
right,
people are making money as influencers.
right.
You know what I mean? You're an influencer. I guess I'm considered to be an influencer. Now I
Oh
want to get
yeah,
those.
yeah.
I want to get those influencer checks that I keep seeing these people
I
on
know,
YouTube get.
right? I think we being cheated out of it, man.
So it's the same thing with this sound world. Joe Schmo can get on here, create an account, and just start talking. And if he start making enough noise on enough of these different forums, he gains an identity, and nobody may not even know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, you know how you knew who had the dopest car in the neighborhood, who the flyest dude was. You had to go to the club Friday and Saturday night and hope to catch a glimpse of their car. Yo, Derek got the new Benz for real. You had to go to the happening spot and hopefully see it parked out front to see it. Now all Derek got to do is snap a picture and put a fly little comment up with some music playing in the background, and he done created a whole identity. You could get fake money and
Straight up,
everything.
straight up.
So it's no different in this motorcycle industry. Everybody trying to make a name, and social media just is the new catalyst to make it possible. That's all.
Right. I
Everybody can
just
start a sound show now. Why? Because social media makes it easier for you to get a flyer and get a parking lot and put an event on. And then if you don't know what goes into doing the event, then what you have afterwards, people say, "Oh man, that thing was disorganized. Oh, they didn't do it like this platform. They
right.
didn't do it like that platform, where they didn't put the work in that these platforms that have built their brands up,
Mm-hmm.
not just me, other platforms out here, we put the work in. We had the trials and tribulations, but a lot of people think it's easy, and I applaud them for making the effort. But people rapidly see that it's not easy. But how were they able to do it? Social media.
Right. Well, I mean, of course, you and I both know that social media has made a lot of gangsters, but it's also brought light to a lot of people um, that you really don't like this person behind what they post and behind how they really feel, but you're cordial. You know what I mean? And I think that's what a lot of us have, are in this industry. Is we're cordial because we don't. Hey, look, we understand you messed up. We understand it, your mental. You That's you. I
Yeah.
know not to deal with you in a specific way, but based off of what you post on Facebook has really brought light to me that you really ain't a good person.
Well, we put too much faith. See, we throw this family word around,
Hmm.
um, because we all like speakers and music. We family.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Be honest, bro.
We are audio family within. We have
Like
a
for
common thing, but I'm not inviting most of these people to my house
right,
because you don't need it. Only part of me you need to know is Ricky Will, the sound guy.
right,
Unless I invite you into my intimate world. So,
right.
Ace, let's stop trying to be so intimate, and then your feelings won't get hurt
Hmm.
so easily. And that's just my philosophy with everything, even with business. People feelings get hurt in business because they have expectations are too high, and then they don't know how to control their emotions when somebody don't meet their expectations. They don't know how to handle that.
So why is everybody's attitude so bad on the East Coast, bro?
Because we,
Why
man,
y'all so aggressive towards each other, man?
because you come to Philly and ride the front. Come to Philadelphia, man. I'm serious, bro. My city is so off the hook right now.
Right.
We got the look of despair in our brow.
Hmm.
It's like we born with it. I call it the James Evans look.
Oh my God, I know exactly what look you talking about, bro.
So the SOS is therapeutic for me
Okay.
because I,
Okay.
I so when I see the trash talk on here, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's child's play because I know I don't live in Philly anymore, but I'm in Philly every day.
Right.
We had 5 kids get shot at a football scrimmage yesterday. One died. So I'm in a place every day where people getting their heads blown off
And
at.
bro, they got schools here. Dudes is every day somebody trying to get a gun in school.
Yeah, so when I come on here and I see these dudes arguing about some mid base, honestly, I pay it no mind because listen,
Cause it's a bigger issue.
listen, because I know at the end of the day, nobody never wants to introduce these to the equation.
First off,
And
look. First off, hold up, Ricky. Let me tell you something. I got 2 good swings. I'm done.
yeah,
If I don't get you in 2 swings, bro, hey, I quit. You won. I'm sorry that even
so
happened.
nobody here wants to fight each other, man. Nobody here don't want to hurt each other. This is just
Already
schoolyard
opposite.
talk. Like we blowing it. Honestly, after the night, I don't even want to put this much emphasis on the 11 people that's getting on your nerves. It if I hear you talking about them again,
Right.
I blame you because that means you ain't take my advice. You ain't
Right.
unfollow them.
Right.
You
Right.
still got them in your circle. So that's
Right.
on you.
That's
That
on me.
if you don't want to play music and ride your motorcycle no more, bye Derek. I'm still riding my motorcycle.
Well,
I'll be
now
damned
I
if I'm
didn't.
letting
I
them
didn't
run me
say
out.
that. Now I didn't say that. But look, Ricky, all I can tell you, man, I used to look. I love coming to the shows. Right. I
Yeah,
love coming to the shows. So now I've reached a certain level where guys want me to actual judge. I mean, I feel like,
yeah.
in whatever retrospect, they trust me enough to judge their show.
Come on, I know where you're going. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
I'm not.
come on.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. All I can tell you, Ricky, man, look, man, I love my bike. I
Yeah,
don't love. I don't love it all the time, though.
yeah.
I don't love it all the time. And you are a tuner. You know that your bike don't sound great every day.
No, I don't think so.
So
I
if
don't know
I
if it's the bike on my ears, me just being
it
subjective.
don't even matter, bro. You know that every day it's a different situation. So
Mm-hmm.
if I get in your ring to judge your bike when you know that you just got through playing it for
Mm-hmm.
for 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know what your bike sound like no more. So you just getting in the ring and I'm just like, man, you know what? I'm no, damn that. Y'all make me not even want to ride my bike no more. But I know, and you know, Ricky, it's an art to this, bro. It's an art to
Yeah.
this.
But you said something though, and you got to stand on this because you got to explain to me why. And another guy, who else said this? Um, a couple guys keep throwing this out here. Help me understand this. Man, I'm starting to hate this so much. I don't even want to go to the shows no more. It's the shows is man. I'm tired of the shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like to investigate things. I go back and I look at the show Derek was just at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the pictures posted, and I'm like, damn, Derek was smiling in that picture. Derek was smiling in that picture. Damn, one would think that if Derek hate the shows, he darn sure was smiling a lot. What happened? Derek was smiling on Saturday. It's Wednesday. Somebody done put up some posts Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Derek done allow himself while he at work on some downtime to read all these negative comments, and it put him in a funk. Now Derek talking about, oh, I don't like the shows. No, Derek, you love the shows. You hate the Facebook post that you continue to read on Monday after
Show
the
no.
show.
Hey man.
So
Hey,
stop
you
putting
got
them
an old
because
soul. You got an old
that's
soul,
a
bro.
that's a slap in the face to the promoters.
Mm-hmm.
That's a slap in the face to you who worked and took your paycheck and you want to determine, do I make this extra payment or do I buy these speakers? Damn that payment. I'm gonna buy these speakers.
Right.
It ain't fair. It ain't fair to
Right.
yourself. It ain't fair to the people that's working hard. It ain't fair to your builders that you allow a Facebook post
Mm-hmm.
by one of the 11 out of 11,000.
Mm-hmm.
Listen how crazy that sounds.
Yeah,
You told
straight,
me
bro.
11
As soon
people.
as you said it, I understood what you were saying. Me and Dante literally just had this conversation earlier today, because you got to understand, Ricky. It's bigger. It's bigger than 11 people. Let's just be real with it. It's bigger than 11 people. But when you ask me a question and I say 11 people, that's the only way that I can put it in a number that sounds so out of bounds. Like, why would I allow 100,000 people to affect what I do?
Well,
And
that's
I,
different. That's a difference. Because then, if all right, it's 11,000 people here,
mhm,
right?
right,
Just say we got 11,000 people on the SOS page.
right.
If you had 10,000 people that were constantly, I'd be like, oh, hell, I got to get out of here. These folks is crazy. But I got 11,000 good people and I got 10 or 11 knuckleheads.
Yeah,
I got to scratch my head and say,
right.
hey, y'all, who, how we gonna either A, get these people to operate in a harmonious way with us in harmony, or tell them, hey man, y'all gotta go with that. Y'all gotta take that mess over there. How do you do it?
So let me ask you a question, Ricky. And
Shoot.
I'm for it, now we for to have a real agging conversation, right?
Yeah.
What about those 11 people? What about those 11 people
Mooch.
that has the
I'm
go ahead,
sorry. Get daddy some apple juice, please.
that
Sorry about
has
that.
the influence
Mhm.
over the 11,000? Case in point, me and Ricky, we straight, we tight, man. I come to the SOS. Hey, Ricky, man, what's up, man? Dallas, man. Hey, man, how you feeling about Dallas? And you know what I'm saying? Everything is Gucci, right? I'm
Mhm.
thinking that me and Ricky cool, but Ricky go have a private conversation, and the conversation get back to me. But Ricky wasn't really feeling that shit. Pardon my French. Ricky wasn't really feeling the show. He wasn't really feeling my action, but Ricky didn't say nothing to me. Now Ricky decided he gonna do a live. He got 11,000 people he finna entertain. So guess what? Your influence, the same way you just said to me, I'm an influencer. I can influence the masses or I can influence one. The issue is, bro, that 11 people may have influence to the 11,000. So by me telling you, like, hey man, maybe it's just that I'm burnt up and I haven't had time off. Maybe I'm just so ready for a vacation, because we get like that. I got burnt out. You know what I'm saying? The same way you said that when you do these shows, bro, this is therapeutic for you. But guess
Mhm.
what's therapeutic for me? Coming on here talking to people that A, I may not know, B, may follow me and I've never met. C, I've met, but they, just like you said, they peek in and they jump out. They jump in and they jump out. If I influence 15 people and those 15 people influence 15 people, how long you think it's gonna take to get to that 11,000? But I'm not negating the fact that whether it's 11 or 11,000, it shouldn't affect it shouldn't affect how I deal with my regular everyday business, with what feeds me and pays my bills. Nothing should affect that aside
Well,
from me not getting up doing the work.
well, what matters to you does not matter to the next man.
Straight up. Let me read
So
what Jason Harris said. Jason Harris says the 11 people don't have the fortitude to put that particular cancer in its place. So
yeah, well,
basically, that 11.
the 11,000 don't have the fortitude to put the 11 people in their place.
Right?
The 11 people, they oh, so, and here's the thing, everything now on TV is reality TV.
Yes.
Um, it's been that way for probably at least the last 10 years.
So
I think it's
why are we so attracted to the
and
drama though?
and exactly
Hmm.
because culturally, violence sells. We're so desensitized as a culture outside of the motorcycle world,
Right, right, right.
where it used to be crazy to see those YouTube videos. Remember, like overseas, they was beheading people.
Man,
Now you could go on TikTok and all these and put in just about anything you can imagine, and it just pops up. But Facebook don't want, and Instagram don't want us to play music with us having a good time.
that's crazy. Facebook, why?
So
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so we've become so desensitized outside of the motorcycle world. What makes you think that once we hit that group button and go into our favorite group on Facebook, that we're going to now have a level of sensitivity or a level of empathy for one another or a level of respect when you're not coming here as a safe haven. You're not coming to these sound groups. You should be coming here as a refuge, from the normal world. But you just end up bringing that same nonsense into your hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And what it and the other 11,000 people that's coming here to, have a good time, they get affected by it.
Right,
Unfortunately. And you say, well, what why do people not say something?
right.
Because you're accustomed to subscribing to drama on your cable TV or looking at the shade room, uh seeing the nonsense Blueface and Christine Rock. Why do we keep seeing these two male and female fight each other? But then on the same token, you got mothers against domestic abuse.
Mm,
The world is just screwed up, bro.
right. Straight up. But you know what, Ricky, man, and again, man,
The sound world ain't gonna change it, unfortunately.
unfortunately, because it's too many people that have their own negativity that we allow in, so to speak.
Man, these people, some of these people that's causing this drama, you don't know what people going through in their regular life. You think if there's folks on here, everybody, let me tell you, everybody on here that's trying to look like a baller, spending all these money on these bikes, people maxing their credit cards out, people going in their 401k. I don't care how much, if you're a business owner, I'm gonna tell you, most businesses are maybe not struggling, but having a hard time because the money is just not going around
Right,
like it was.
right.
But here, like I said, social media, we could all, oh man, I'm buying the Beamers. You got people getting bikes built and trying to pick them up from builders on a payment plan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but ain't nobody gonna come online and talk about that.
right.
So it's so many people that stress with everyday life. You think they gonna come on a post and be positive? Hell no, they ain't in a good mood. So what can I do? Your bike sucked.
Oh
Yeah.
man, hold up. Man, they had a whole page about mine, bro. They
Did they?
had, bro, they had about 9,000 shares about how much they hated that bike.
They
Eh,
looked at it though.
Black called me. It was a Sunday. Black called me on a Sunday. Man, it was about 3:15. He was mad. He was like, "Man, have you seen this? You seen this?" I say, "What's going on, bro?" Man, they done created a whole page talking about your bike. He sends it to me. The first thing I see, 25,000. Man, do you realize what we just did? We viral.
You viral.
Man,
Hey, listen, I bet you out of that 25,000, some of them 11,000 people that you think is your friend liked it. They probably
they
said, "Yeah,
shared it too.
I do think Derek Bike is ugly. I just ain't want to tell him."
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, man. Let me tell you why I built this bike. First off, because where I grew up, we didn't see nothing like that. When I ride that bike to the hood, bro, like the hood love it. I'm still a part of, not as much, but I'm still a part of this culture, bro. I'm still a part of, my life exists outside of audio. It exists outside of the upgrade garage.
Yeah.
My life exists still, bro, and I have so much, you know, admiration going and coming from where I'm from, bro. It's cool to me. You know what I mean? So when I build stuff like this, when I build something that you don't see often, and that's the whole reason why we have so many bikes that look so different but the same. because everybody's individual. You know, when I seen, I'm gonna date you a little bit. You and Manir was having a sound competition. Man, this had to have been 2017.
Mm-hmm.
You was on what you call your bike?
Summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had all these amps stacked up in this tour pack. I was like, man, look at these. I swear, after I seen you and Manir do that little competition, I went outside of my storage. I had some saddlebags. I went to cutting tens and 8 holes, and I'm trying to mold stuff because I'm like, man, if these dudes got all this on a motorcycle, I know I can do it. And now I'm in a position to do it, but don't have the support from the culture that loves it.
Hey,
Don't let
listen,
that go
man.
over your head.
No, I got you. Hey, listen, man. You ain't it. It ain't no. It ain't no. We drinking out. Listen, we drinking the same water. Listen, but my grandma would tell me, what God has for you
Can't
is for
nobody
you.
take it away. Yeah.
So you do have the support. You had the support from those who matter.
Yeah. Straight up.
And hey, man, all money ain't good money, and
That's a
everything ain't
fact.
for you.
That's a fact.
Like everything ain't for me, and
I don't know,
I'm
Ricky,
cool
man.
with
You
that.
got to be one of the most popular dudes I know at this particular point in my life.
And
And that
probably the
may
most
not,
laid back
but you
out the
know what?
way.
Hold up. But that might not even mean nothing to you, right? So I'm gonna tell you. Joey Hensley popped up at my shop a couple of weeks ago. The
Mm-hmm.
coolest shit I. Hey man, look, bro. I'm a. Come on, man. This. I'm when I tell people I'm just a regular cat, oh no, bro, you know, no, you was, but not no more.
Yeah.
But that meant something to me. When I met you in Galveston the first time when you was on the little knee crawler, I didn't know who you were, but everybody else did. So I felt like I needed to go introduce myself to you. And the reason why I'm laying this out, bro, because as a man, I still have my own superheroes. They don't wear capes. They regular cats with a lot of influence, with a lot of motivation. They talking about to start crying. That's what Jason Harris.
Jason Harris is crazy.
Nah, man. What I want to do is give people their flowers. I'm real. Jason Harris, the first time I met him, I mean, actually talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude was huge. A lot of what influence I have on my motorcycle came from his. When it was blue and orange. I liked the bike so much. I'm like, man, I gotta have a piece of that. Uh, uh, God damn it, I can't think of the other guy's name. The whole black light paint, man, it was impressive to me. So the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, bro, is that there's a lot of people that have influences on our lives that do the same things that we do, but we don't give them their flowers. I would rather hate on you, Ricky, as opposed to saying, bro, you influenced me to do X, Y, Z. I would rather hate on you to say, bro, the conversation we had a year ago, man, I still remember every word. As opposed to saying, Ricky, hey I don't know who the hell Ricky Will think he is, man. How you gonna come to Texas with that East Coast stuff? Now I'll have that conversation privately, and then when I talk to you, oh man, hey, what's up? Nah, man, who the hell is Ricky Will? Ricky Will ain't from Texas. How you gonna come down here? But before I know you, I would have that conversation. But after I met, I'm like, man, this dude's smart as hell. Man, this dude is Ricky, man, you a
Hey,
bad dude, bro.
you. So I'm gonna say two things to you about giving flowers, right?
All right,
I remember when you started doing your
live at five.
podcast,
Yeah.
your live at five. I used to be like, yo, this dude is burning my timeline up every day. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And you bought me a soda at SOS Texas last year, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know, like when you see people when we in character, you be like, you don't know. You be like, man, that's the dude live at five. I think I told you. I said, yo, man, I had to start pushing my live up because our time, like you, I ain't want to step on but I said, damn, you go live every day, right? Like you got that much stuff to talk about. But to see how you invested in your craft and your vision with the backdrops, with the microphone, with the applause, with the the different topics that you bring to the forefront fearlessly,
Right.
and you do it in a fearless but articulate way, I commend you on that.
Right. You said that in Oklahoma. Hey man, y'all stop calling Ricky, man. Y'all see we trying to have a show. This man was, hey, Jason Harris, man. Hey, I just want to say, man, you're a real cool cat. I can't wait to meet. I was hoping that Megatron wasn't done for the season, man, because I really want to run up on you, man. I really want. Hey, hey, Ricky, they saying you lost the show, bro. You clipped.
No, no, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So, so, um, you've taken and just, I mean, Tulsa was what, May?
Yes.
Just where you've taken this your platform from May to now. I gotta commend you. You be had listen. You doing Two Will Tuesdays. You may not realize what you're doing for the culture, but
Mm-hmm.
it is definitely a big influence. And me being on the East Coast and you being all the way down to Texas, I see it and I'm tuning in and I'm listening.
Right.
Don't stop. Keep your foot on the gas. But do you remember what I told you in Tulsa to be prepared for?
Yeah.
You sure? You remember?
Yeah.
What I tell you?
Uh, for the haters.
I said everybody look up to you till you allow them to stand next to you.
Mm. Facts.
So when what it is when you become super accessible and you open yourself to pull everyone in,
Right.
everybody you the man. But then when people stand next to you, it's like, oh, because they think they right here now,
Right.
because you've gained that access.
Man,
Um,
oh my God, bro.
and and I'm gonna just leave you with that. That all comes with influence. So you have to prepare yourself for that and how you want to deal with it because it happens. It happens to rappers. It happens to pastors. It happens to listen, man. You could teach a guy how to drag race, and he may not have a skill set at all, but you could teach that person. And
Mm,
at some point, he gonna try you.
right.
At some point, the son think he's strong enough to try his daddy, so his daddy punch him in the mouth.
That fact.
But it all comes back to what a wise man told me. Everybody look up to you till you allow them to stand next to you.
Man, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. And look, again, we at a point. I ain't chunking rocks and hiding my hands, but I literally just had a conversation with a few cats this weekend, and it was along these same lines, bro. It was like I realized that in some cases I have to dumb myself down to fit in when I know I don't really fit in. You know what I mean?
Never.
So, uh,
Don't do it.
right, and
If
and
you
that's
gotta
what I'm
dumb
saying.
yourself down, it's time to get out that circle.
Yeah, like facts. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so a lot of times, man, we don't understand until we get confirmation. Like the conversation I had earlier today with Dante. Now you and I having the same conversation, and then all of a sudden it's like because I'll be honest with you, Ricky. The last time that you came on, I was like, man, Rick, maybe Ricky just maybe I cuss too much. Maybe I just. But I never reached out to you to say, hey, man, if you ain't got when you got a little time, man, 15, 20 minutes, bro, won't you come on
Well,
again?
you know why?
Why,
Because this ain't the Ricky show. This Derek show.
man?
So Ricky gotta be comfortable with just sitting back watching you do what you called to do.
Right.
And now if you invite me or you acknowledge me and say, hey Rick, I'm glad you're here, you want to come on, then yeah, so you gotta wait to the invitation to the dance. You just don't go dance on nobody's dance floor.
Right. But that's the problem that I see with us. And this is why I'm telling you this because as opposed to reaching out and say, hey Ricky, man, if you got a couple of minutes Wednesday or Monday afternoon, hey man, won't you come on with me, bro? I got some questions and I think that you could answer these questions for me. But I just assume the same way when I reached out to Joey, he never answered my phone call. and I end up talking to Jay. He was like, "Oh no, man, dude be busy. He don't pay no attention to all that, blah blah blah." But if you don't reach out to people, you can't expect for them to understand where you are. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying that, bro, because I do. And to find out how old you were when I did, I was like, bro, you got an old soul, man, because the the fact that you and I can have a conversation, even though that there's an age gap, means that there's more substance in our communities than I'm abreast to because I don't travel. You know what I mean? You travel. You see things. People know you by that. Again, not that I'm a Facebook gangster, but being that Facebook influencer, that's where people see me at, as opposed to being face to face. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's what I want to work on changing is getting out and actually meeting people, shaking hands, because I think that it'll alleviate that whole. Well, I wonder if Ricky really liked me, or if I wonder if Joey really, and then Joey pops up at my shop. That was mind blowing, and that's why I was
That
saying
made
like,
you feel good.
yeah, yeah, because then you got people that say, oh well, damn, what are he doing? You mean you paid? He must have paid Joey to come by. Like what? Like I can't be that cool? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but guess what? You can't even allow it. Take up too much brain power to
mhm,
even try to think why that person is thinking that kind of way. That's an insecurity that you shouldn't uh uh you shouldn't even worry about. Just like you said, you wondered if he liked me. Let me tell you something. I got too much stuff going on to not to because here's the thing.
to even
If I
concentrate on that.
if I don't like you, Derek, right?
Hmm.
Then that's going to take up some space.
Right.
So every morning I'm holding that. At some point, I'm like, I don't like you. That's just it's a distraction, right?
Hmm.
Now y'all people gonna be like, oh, he's just saying anything. No, I may dislike your ways, right?
Hmm.
So I'm going to digest that. You know what?
Right.
Because liking you, it's hard to just not like somebody. Most times you don't like them because you dislike their
It's
ways.
yeah, it's a
So
character
so
flaw somewhere.
right. So I'm going to identify. You know what? I don't like the way he carries himself. I don't like what he does. So how do I? Because I have an expectation on how people should act. You know, in my opinion. And now I have to, is a reaction to my expectation. You know what? I know Derek is going to act that way. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove myself from anything that Derek has going on so I don't have to deal with that and digest it and be a part of it on any way.
Right.
That way I don't have to react to anything you do because I expect you to do XYZ based on your past behavior. So we have a hard time removing ourselves from situations because we think that's a sign of weakness. No, that's
Right.
another W. It's a sign of wisdom.
Right.
Why am I going to this restaurant eating there when every time I eat there it makes my stomach hurt?
Right.
So you gonna keep eating there?
Hell no, because the last time I ate Long John Silver's, man, I got COVID. I ain't been back since.
Yeah. So if you got a homie that you know every time y'all go out, he gonna get drunk and set it off, and you know you may end up in a situation you don't want to be in. You can't go out with Ray Ray no more until Ray
Nah.
Ray stop drinking, acting crazy.
Hey, man, I done cut a lot of Ray Rays off. I done
You
cut a
feel me?
lot of Ray Rays
So
off, man.
so you got to be able to have that same philosophy
Right.
in everything you do,
Right.
just to stay wise.
Just straight up. But you know what? But again, Ricky, you got to have these conversations, and you got to have these conversations so that you don't see. Again, bro, when I leave the shop, I come home. It's me. You know what I mean, so after arguing with Black in the shop all day, when I come home, you know, if I'm feeling good, bro, I'm gonna hop on this show. I'm like, hey, blah blah blah. I'm gonna get what I need to get out, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But what I did was, bro, I was going through a phase where I was like, man, you know what? Ain't nobody paying no attention to me. Ain't nobody looking. But then I started getting phone calls. I started getting texts. Hey, man,
Where you at?
yeah, like what's up? Hey, you doing live at 5? And then it was almost like the live at 5 started bringing people in at 5 o'clock. So I wasn't able to offer the content that I was offering every day. You know what I mean? And I think just looking back, seeing that you was going on at 6 o'clock, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to be in a situation where I was taking up somebody's time slot. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Sockwell goes on Thursday. Well, I might have something going on that I just want to get off my chest. I'm gonna go live. But the same people that follow me follow him, so they'll see my live and be like, "Damn, bro, why you on? Why you on right now?" Just like when everything shook off, I don't back down from anything. I've seen
Mhm.
enough in my life and witnessed enough in my life that idle threats. So when I give a lot, I think that's where the whole man. I'm sick of all this stuff, man. But I give so much, in my opinion. But to someone else,
Yeah.
I may not give enough. So having this conversation with you, bro, it really did enlighten a lot of what I had already thought. Having a conversation with Dante earlier today and a couple of my other partners throughout the weekend. We don't have enough of these conversations with each other because you never know. Ricky, you might be going through something, bro. Hey, man, everything good? And I may
Hey,
say,
listen, man.
yeah,
I know I might see a post or something, and I done had to hit the delete button because if I got some stuff going on in regular life and you get on and read something, you might respond and then you might come back in 20 minutes because I'll typically cool off within 20 minutes
right,
and go back and be like, man, let me hit this delete button.
right,
That's not how I want to represent
right.
myself, but I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
human. You still human.
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, I'm a nice guy, but you, like you said, like you just ain't gonna say and treat and handle me any kind of way.
yeah, that part.
But but man, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. But I'm gonna just tell you this: keep doing what you're doing, and you don't stop doing it until you think it's enough, and you found something else that you need to you know uh, move in to do. Don't
Right,
let 11 people get you that pissed. And if that's the case, disconnect for a week or so. Let
right.
everybody know, hey man, I'm gonna take a mental break because this is a lot
Yes, yes,
doing what we all do.
yeah, straight
You
up.
talking about other people's problems. So when you open yourself up to talk about different issues, when you get off of this, it's still in your mind
Yeah,
subconsciously. When you
straight
lay
up.
down to go to sleep, you gotta kind of find something relaxing to do to decompress from tackling all these issues, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect your mental health too, man. Don't let this motorcycle stuff drive you crazy.
Yeah, for sure,
And that's
man.
just real talk.
No, that's real. Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, I was out on all shows. You know what I'm saying? And when going to the SOS last year, man, I really enjoyed myself. Last year I rode my regular bike, man, and I'm gonna tell you something, Ricky. I can't. I'm not this. I don't sit still. I give you an hour and I'm ready to go. But that was one of the first times, bro. I was there for the whole duration. I mean, it was
I've been in sound shoes, and I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, hey, man, this what y'all be doing?
oh
They ain't
man,
call
I'm
they ain't
ready to
call my
go.
class. I'm gonna tell you, man, to be in that ring for that amount of time, and you watching that crowd, right? Um, and you're watching that crowd, and you're trying to entertain and you're trying to look at the different personalities because it's like a comedian is on his set is only 45 minutes.
Right.
A sound show host set is maybe 4 hours,
Yeah, straight up, if not longer.
if not longer. And you got a whole bunch of people standing around you they're there to be entertained. And you be like, so it's not an easy job.
Right.
So then when you done left it all in the ring entertaining folks and they had a good time and you read on Wednesday, ah man, the heck with the shows and all, you be like, well damn, what we do? Why
I
you
get. I
ain't
mean,
mad
but
at
that's what I'm saying. But if you don't have a conversation, it don't make sense because
yeah,
all you got
no,
is sidebar conversation.
yeah, y'all mad at Ray because Ray on here raising hell. What you mad? I ain't
Say,
listen, you left the show Saturday and told me, hey Ricky, high five, thank you, man. You did a great job. Man, we love to see you at the next one. Then Wednesday, oh man, I'm tired of your shows. No, you tired of Ray Ray. Damn that. Listen, I'm not
let's
taking
let's
that case.
let's put out who we really sick and tired of.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
I'm
and
looking
and
forward to the show, man. I am. I'm
I'm
looking
looking
forward
forward.
to the show. I'm looking forward to Friday. I might just go get me an RV and just stay in the parking lot, bro. Just so I ain't got to keep coming back. But yeah, man, Friday night I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna actually bring Megalodon out, and I may even compete
Hey,
just
listen,
on the
man.
humbug. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
do come do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Saturday, October. What is it?
October the
Friday,
14th and 15th. I
October
got it. I
16th.
got it
Yep.
running across the ticker. If you
Oh,
look
is
at,
it?
yeah.
Oh, you sophisticated.
Come on, man. That's what I
Dang,
do.
dang, you sophisticated. I gotta get. You know what? I keep saying I gotta get me a fancy mic. I got these headphones on. I gotta get my. I've been going live for about 5 years. I ain't even. All y'all got these fancy microphones. I gotta put a GoFundMe up for a microphone.
Hey, say, bro. All I'm gonna say is, just like you said earlier, man. I invested in something that helped me mentally. You know what I mean? Because the same way I had that conversation about, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. I'll come right on here in 3 hours, man, and praise everybody that's listening. You know what I'm saying? But I really do, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Cause
Man,
a lot of we don't get these kind of conversations all the time. You know what I mean? But I
and
know
listen,
that
man.
all I gotta do is reach out to you to have you on.
Anytime. And for those 11 people that we talking about, and we just saying we gonna call them the forgiven 11. Um, we want them to stay in the culture. We just want them to the if you got if you can put the platforms down and put the judges down, if you don't tell me about problems, give me some solutions.
Right.
If we gonna be vocal about what sucks and what ain't this and what ain't that, listen, man, start another platform and show us how to do it, or start a judging class. That you want to impress me,
Mm,
that become an influencer. Don't become a problem. Don't become
right.
a cancer. Be like, you know what? These are some of the problems I saw, but I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna help this platform. I don't care if you don't like Ricky. Go help the people over there. Whatever.
Right.
You know, I ain't saying oust these people out or ostracize. I'm just saying bring them into the fold to say, all right, man, you got a whole bunch of bright ideas on Monday morning. Put them on paper, man, and let's try to implement them to make this thing better.
Monday morning quarterback after the
Yeah,
football game.
yeah, and got the people mad on Wednesday
Hey
once
man,
they
what's
done
your
read
what's
it.
your who your football team, man?
I don't have no football team, man.
Okay, good.
But
I
indirectly, listen, not indirectly. I'm going to go with anything that has the name Philadelphia in it. Eagles, the Flyers, the Sixers, the Phillies. So
I just,
I'm
I
going
just
to
want
say,
to I just wanted to know how cool we was gonna be, bro. You know, me
well,
and Jason
who
Harris,
you
we beef we got to beef twice a year. You know what I'm saying?
who
So,
who who y'all like? Who you
man,
like?
come on, bro. Everything I do is big in Texas, man.
I
Every,
just want to ask you a question.
I'm
Do
a
you think
Dallas
it's cool?
Cowboy fan, bro.
Do you think it's cool that that one of y'all players keep wearing these belly shirts and that pop? Never mind. I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna get off of that. I don't want to offend nobody, but do
What is up? I mean, why are we talking about somebody's outfit though, bro?
I'm just saying, do you think that's cool? I'm not talking
I
about like
mean, I'm just saying though. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Look, bro. I'm pro-choice. You know, for anybody that believes in that. You know what I'm
no
saying?
no 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 no. I'm not talking.
I,
I'm
I
talking
get what you're
about
saying, but that's the only way I can answer the question without answering your question.
he keep putting on belly shirts and then putting all this baby oil around his waist.
Nah, bro.
What he
Hold up.
what
Hey,
is
Ricky,
that?
you
So
you
nobody don't
implicating yourself, bro. You
is
implicating
that
yourself.
is that so nobody can't tackle
Hey,
you?
hey, you implicate. What's the P Valley dude? What's the P Valley dude
I
name?
don't watch I don't watch that show.
Me either, bro.
I I have not seen one episode.
Now,
And be,
now I did see one episode. I did, but
nah,
I'm gonna tell you, it was the first episode and it was the last episode.
everything ain't for me. We just said that
You,
earlier. So,
that's a fact. That's
eh,
why you shouldn't be looking at that man's midriff.
hey man, tell that man to put a shirt on that cover his belly button. All
Say,
right.
man, hey, man, that man think his stomach is sexy, bro. That's all I can tell
Yeah.
you. That's all I
On
can
that
tell you.
on that note, go Eagles, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Already, bro. Have a good one. I
All right, man.
appreciate you, homie.
Thank you. You too. All right.
Hey, man, y'all shout out, man. Ricky Will coming through, man. jaw jacket with me for over an hour. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I appreciate everybody for checking in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ted Hernandez. I can't wait to hear that thing, man. August the 14th, 15th, man, y'all be at the Ferris track, man. We gonna be up in that thing, man, grudging, you know what I'm saying, and having fun at the SOS. You know what I mean? No, hey, Aunt Bird, I ain't bringing the grill out, man. They supposed to. I heard Ricky say that Justin's supposed to have chicken and margaritas. So I'm gonna let them have their chicken and margaritas. You want to catch them burgers, man? Catch me on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And we'll make it pop off that way. You know what I mean? But I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Thank you, Ricky. I really do appreciate that conversation, man. I needed that. Uh, and there's a lot of people tuning in that I hope that you answer some questions that a lot of people been talking about. I catch y'all on the flip side, man. You know what I'm saying? The long way. Know that. Y'all have a good night.